Welcome back to Summon Tesla, and guess what? Version 9 finally arrived, and I went through the process. I installed the whole thing, and I gotta tell you guys, it is absolutely amazing. It's a lot better than what I thought it would be. We're gonna get into quite a few different things, and just to kind of give you guys an idea what's going on and what are some of the big changes made. Better yet, I can't really tell you guys this moment if they're the best. I had a chance to play with it for about maybe an hour. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let me show you guys a few things. Now, the obvious one, the big one is, well, you're going to be using a great deal of your GPS. The GPS is pretty much active all the time, which is a great thing. I personally love using the GPS. Currently, I am at Starbucks on Marine Drive. This is actually called Marine Crossing here in Burnaby, and it is a great thing. Now, the map itself is pretty neat because the way they've done it is just simple and straightforward. And I believe this is a new mapping version, so that's pretty cool. Now, starting from the bottom, we obviously want music, and that's a big thing. So we're gonna start off with music. Music comes up. It's really, really cool. Unlike before, where it was a split screen scenario, I actually had my reservations about how I'm gonna feel about this. But you can actually bring this up and have a lot more information at your fingertips. Bring it down or make it even smaller. That makes a huge, huge difference. And if you just want it, you can make it disappear. Now, the cool part about the music is whenever you touch it, it comes back, bigger. However, most of you will probably ask about the rear view camera. So the rear view camera is right there. The neat thing about this, if I want to go to music, I actually don't have to put music. I can actually just swipe down and the music comes up. And it is a pretty big thing. I fell in love with it almost instantly. I would say within the first 10-15 minutes of driving the car, I just loved the way that system works. The second part to this is, as you guys can tell, there's a lot more down here. Before, it used to be up here. Now everything is down here. So the nice thing is you have, let's push this button. Whoops, there we go. So you have a quick controller, suspension, lights, driving, autopilot, vehicle, display, trips, navigation, safety, and service. Now, unlike some of the other the old system, I should say, this is much more simple. It's to the point, and I love the fact that you can have everything at your fingertips. It's much cleaner. That's obviously a really good thing. Now, going to suspension, I like to keep it on standard depending on where I am, and this is very well nice. It's clean. Once again, it's very simple. The lights, same thing. Driving, same thing. It's all of it is the same as before. The only difference is they made it very easy to access. With that said, if you want to, one of the neat features actually, before I do forget this, is you see the center right now. We are right here. So if we do put the music on, this actually moves up. So you readjust to keep yourself center on the map, regardless of what's down here. So even if we were to bring this down, it's right there. With that said, you have the web. In case you guys don't know, this is our channel. You better know. Currently, we have 13 subscribers. Help I'll get more. So you have the web. I find that the web can be pretty quick and can be pretty slow depending. There's a lot of little factors to take into consideration. Do a lot of people use it? I don't know. I do tend to use it quite a bit. So once again, just make it disappear. The music comes back. It's perfect. So you have the media at your fingertips pretty much at all times. This is a huge thing. It actually does what it's supposed to do. With the energy, the same thing happens. You have all the energy. As you can tell, I've been somewhat decent, somewhat good. Over the last 50 kilometers, I've been okay. So once again, you can just make that disappear, and there you go. Now that everything down here has also changed. So I used to like this part where as soon as I pushed it, it went on and off. Now I actually have to go in and turn it off myself. It's a little bit busier, but honestly, once I got used to it, it is spectacular. It is really easy to use. The heated seats, I don't know about you guys, but when you go to 3, it heats up extremely fast, and frankly, it can get annoying. So I like to keep that's hot already. I like to keep it at 1. I'm just making sure my camera is still seeing what I'm showing you guys. the other thing too is, so let's say for example we adjust this, and if we take the sync off, it actually splits it up, which is really interesting because now one side can be controlled independently, and it splits it. So let's do that again. Let's take the sync and make it just to sync as one. There you go. It's pretty simple. But once again, like I said, I wish this was just, well, the old system. Then again, I don't know. I really like it so far, so it's very tough to tell. Here you do have the regular, you know, windshield defrost, all those things, and of course you have the defrost for the back, the volume control, and that is in the big picture, that's what it is in version 9. And again, you can make everything disappear and have just your GPS. Most people say, well, just the GPS? We'll get into that in a minute. Let me show you guys one more thing. So navigate, when you're going to navigate, you actually have a number of different things. And so for example, let's say I want to go to the Tsawwassen Supercharger, which is not that far from me. Let's click on that. It's gonna map it out, and honestly, it's actually a lot faster than I expected it to be. I feel that it's faster than the old version, version 8. So once I get to Tsawwassen, I have 57%, so I'm obviously going to use up a little bit. It will take about 30 kilometers, 24 minutes, and I'll be there at 8:40 a.m. It's 8:16 a.m. right now, so I'm recording this in the morning, early. The neat thing is you do have this. So you can avoid ferries, avoid tolls, use HOV lanes. Obviously, using HOV lanes, if you have the OK decal, you definitely want to use that. I do have this muted. I typically just look at the information on the screen, so I don't need a computer talking to me, telling me what's going on. You can also reroute if it saves more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can actually put this up 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and so forth and so on. I have it down to 5 minutes just for the heck of it. This is great. It works. Cancel, because we're not going there today. Well, not now. And these are things that really are very useful. Now we have the Atari, Atari. And Atari is absolutely neat. Now, there is one thing I should warn you guys about. When Atari starts up, it becomes pretty loud right off the bat. So the volume is actually set to half volume, as you guys can tell right there. So we're gonna lower the volume. Let's not make too much noise. And you can play, oh, it's already started, but you can play this. So let's put it to full screen. Sure, let's do that. And let's see how good I am at Atari. There was a time when I used to be, well, okay, I guess. Let's go with okay. Can I do this? So you guys are going to be watching me play Atari game, Moon Landing, the Lunar Landing one. This is actually a fun game. I did play this when I was a kid, believe it or not. So that kind of gives you an idea that I'm not exactly a very, very young kid. And, ooh, that's coming in so fast. Oh, no crash, don't crash. Oh, I crashed. Well, I still got 25 points. We'll come back to it later on to something like this. Let's tap it 3 times. It gets out of it, and we can just exit. That's the gist of it. Once again, the music comes up, and you can make it disappear. Okay, so that sun is pretty bright, but yeah, there we go. I can block it just a little bit just to give you guys the rest of the video. So one of the big advantages is definitely having the ability to use autopilot, and I will be making a video on that pretty soon. It should be in the next few days. So autopilot is a big difference. I had a chance again to use it last night, and it was massive. So we are going to go out today. We are going to actually record some of the stuff for you guys for hopefully in the next couple of days we'll have the video up for the autopilot, and I cannot tell you guys how awesome it is. So now with version 9 here, I can obviously start making a lot more in-depth videos for you guys. Like I said, I don't want to go too much into it today because it's very difficult. I do want to test it out, but I want to let you guys know there are going to be a ton of videos coming up. There's a lot to discover, and I don't want to tell you guys something unless I'm pretty sure about it. So I want to test it out. I want to play with it, and once I do that, then I'll be able to have a lot of fun and explore it more in the sense of, well, making a video about it. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more. Please ask any questions in the comments below, and like the video. It definitely helps. We are still a new channel, and in order for us to grow, we need your support. Thank you so much for watching. As always, Drive safe. Bye bye.